Sahil, ASG Anil Singh seems to be repeating the argument that he made yesterday. These points, the Panchnama that he cited, where he mentions that the drugs recovered from Arbaz merchant were meant for Arbaz and Aryan's consumption, though that is why the mention by Defense Council that Aryan was not found in possession of any drugs stands incorrect, because the drugs found on Arbaz merchant was for consumption of both of them. Other than that, the WhatsApp chat which they had indicated yesterday also, these repeated the same point again, that WhatsApp chat with a Nigerian national indicates regarding purchase of bulk quantity. That means that it was not for consumption. That is what ASG Anil Singh is pointing out. So this argument had happened yesterday also. He's repeating the same points today again. He's emphasizing
he's trying to convey now, Divesh, that yesterday Aryan Khan's lawyers tried to say that use means for consumption. That means he wanted to use it for himself. It cannot be taken as to sell the drug. So basically, selling the drug is a serious charge than the consumption of the drug. And NCB says that the use means that he wanted to sell it. Whereas the lawyers say that he does not mean that use, according to the Aryan Khan's lawyers, it means to consume the drug, not for selling the drug. It's pretty interesting the way both the parties are keeping forward their point. It looks like that it's going to be a long haul, because ASG has just started the argument inside the court. It's already 1:40 in the afternoon, 2 o'clock. The court breaks for lunch. We'll have to see whether the court waits for more time before breaking for lunch and allows the ASG to complete his argument, because it's not going to end at that. The way the things are moving at this point of time, ASG is continuing with the argument. 3 points he mentioned from this affidavit. I have already read out point number 14, 15 and 19. You can go on India Today website and read that as well. But the main point of contention of this is this was that you can't say that he was not part of any kind of a drug racket. What according to them, that the WhatsApp chats clearly indicate the bulk quantity, which can be the commercial quantity as well. Even if nothing was found on him, his WhatsApp chats clearly show, according to NCB, that on the basis of WhatsApp chats, 29 and section 37, which are stringent sections, which makes a person a conspirator, which makes person part of the drug cartel, part of the drug business. These sections can be applied, is what Narcotics Control Bureau in the affidavit has filed in the court yesterday. And now ASG was reading out of this particular affidavit, which is in my hand. Now ASG has continued. Divesh, please understand what he said. ASG has said that section 35 states about the culpable mental state. There is always a presumption that if the drug is found in possession of someone, then there is always a presumption what the agency says is correct, unless it is disapproved. At this stage, when the investigation is going on, it is presumed that the case is prima facie, it is correct. Under law in general, it is said that an accused is not guilty unless proven, but that is not the case under NDPS. So what ASG is trying to say, that till the time the investigation is on, whatever NCB says has to be presumed to be correct. Is it what the NCB thinks at this point of time, Divesh?
Oh, that is what Sahil, the ASG wants to indicate, wants to inform the court, that there is a long shot that the NCB is trying to tell the court, that because there is a WhatsApp chat where the person is talking about procurement of bulk quantity of drugs, that means this bulk quantity will not be for consumption. It would be for sale, it would be for trafficking. So that means there could be some other charges that could be added against the accused. But as of now, those charges haven't been added. But yes, there is a presumption that because there is a chat message which has been found by the Narcotics Control Bureau.
He said that it does not mean that just because particular charges are not against Aryan Khan does not mean that he may not be found guilty on that, because the case has been put, the section 29 for conspiracy has been put against the case. So even if these charges were not against Aryan Khan in particular, does not mean that he will not be found guilty for that if the trial continues and if NCB managed to get the case whatever they are claiming at this point of time. No?
Yes, Sahil, as of now, the conspiracy section that has been applied against Aryan Khan and the other accused remains the most stringent section that has been added against him. So that makes him party to all the other sections which have been applied against other accused as well, for people who've been found in possession of drugs as well. So conspiracy is the most stringent section, which led to the bail being rejected by the Metropolitan Magistrate Court, and that is why they had to apply bail in the NDPS court at the sessions. But as of now, the arguments are yet to conclude, and following which the court will decide whether to grant bail to Aryan Khan or not. As of now, Anil Singh is yet to conclude his arguments for the Narcotics Control Bureau, but they have been opposing tooth and nail, citing that bail should not be granted to any of the accused because the investigation is still
Devesh, it's very interesting because yesterday Aryan's lawyers tried to tell the court, even in front of magistrate, they were trying to tell the magistrate as well, that the action and the charges by the Narcotics Control Bureau are presumptive of nature. That means it's based on the conjecture that just because drugs are found on somebody who was standing with you, that means you were also going to have it. It's a presumption. It's a conjecture, is what the Aryan's lawyers was trying to say. Now ASG has a counter to this because there is a section 54 he's quoting inside the court at this point of time. Vidya is giving us minute-to-minute details. So let me read this out for you. ASG, the Additional Solicitor General, has read out the section 54 of the NDPS Act, which says that under this section, there is a presumption. At time of the trial, accused has to prove that he was not in possession of the contraband. So if the agency comes out with this case, that is presumed to be true until and unless at the time of trial that it is proved that the agency case is not true. You know, it's really interesting. The NCB says that till the time it goes to the trial, whatever NCB says has to be presumed as true. And if they say, if they think that Aryan Khan was going to take that drug, if they think that Aryan Khan is going to buy and sell, was part of the business of the drugs, if Aryan Khan is part of some international racket, everybody will need to believe it, because till the time, because section 54, according to the ASG, his idea of section 54 is this. So the NDPS Act is a presumptive in nature, and that is the reason why defense argument is not applied for this, and that is the reason why he should be kept inside the jail, because he's part of some international drug racket as well as part of some conspiracy. Devesh?
Yes, Sahil. As of now, the ASG, Anil Singh, claims that they need to further investigate the case. They need to carry on the investigation. They've contacted the MEA, they've contacted Ministry of External Affairs, they've contacted the top brass of their agency, and they've informed them that they need to locate this particular foreign national with whom Aryan Khan had been in touch with whom there is a communication regarding procurement of bulk quantity of drugs. And that is why they need more time, and again they've been emphasizing on that the person, the accused, comes from an influential family. If he is released on bail, he could tamper with the evidence, he could influence the witnesses. And as the investigation is still at the primary stage, there are much more details yet to come out. There is a drug syndicate.
Whose list, the names of these witnesses were read out by NCB. Were they mentioning these witnesses, that he may influence the witnesses whose names were read out by Narcotics Control Bureau in the press conference? Is that what they meant by that? Devesh?
Well, Sahil, the ASG as of now hasn't mentioned clearly on what kind of evidence that could be tampered with, or what kind of witnesses could be influenced. But they've been hinting, the agency has been hinting at this, and this is a very common ground for investigative agencies. Whenever they oppose bail of any accused, this particular angle remains in each and every agency's response to the bail plea, that the accused could tamper with evidence, the accused could influence witnesses.
Let's put that question to Mustafa Sheikh, because Mustafa is also there at the Sessions Court.